Who is listening to me these days? I am being asked to retire from politics and go to the Himalayas to live as a sadhu. Everyone wants to garland my pictures and statues, but no one is willing to listen to my advice. I don't want future generations to blame me for the dismemberment of India. The kind of freedom being given to us as a result of the partition of India is like a wooden spoon. Eating it will amount to dying of stomach pain and starving to death if you don't eat it. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, known as Bapu or Mahatma Gandhi in India, was attacked. Gandhi, who was talking about the unity of India, people would throw stones at him, filth and broken glass in his way. Mahatma Gandhi was so vexed that he did not celebrate India's independence. Rather, he announced that he would now stay in Pakistan. Why has it happened? Gandhi's political decline in the latter part of his life was due to his 4 desires. There were 4 such wishes he had struggled for throughout his life. The first was the unity of India. Pakistan and India should not separate. Gandhi used to say that the partition of India was over his dead body. His second wish was that the British must quit India peacefully without riots and clashes. Mahatma Gandhi championed nonviolence, disliking fighting or rioting. His third was for a rule in India that serves people instead of self-seeking. That the ministers in the government lead a simple life in servant quarters like him. Travel in tongas instead of luxurious vehicles. Mahatma Gandhi's fourth wish was that even if the partition of India should come, the bonds of love between India and Pakistan do not end. There should be no enmity or war between them. So, friends, these were his 4 wishes. But after independence, all his wishes began to dash to the ground in his life. India changed so rapidly that Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy became outdated. This change started with Direct Action Day. On the appeal of Muslim League leader Muhammad Ali Jinnah on August 16, 1946, Indian Muslims observed Direct Action Day. The day called upon Indian Muslims to move for the establishment of Pakistan. But the first day of the movement turned into bloody riots. The bulk of the riots took place in Calcutta, the capital of Bengal. Around 400 people were killed and thousands injured in several days of riots. Hindus and Muslims killed each other, abducted women, and burned houses. From Calcutta, these riots spread to other parts of India. Mumbai, Delhi, and Bihar were also engulfed in riots. Hindus were attacked in East Bengal, where Muslims were in the majority. And in Hindu-majority Bihar, groups attacked Muslims back to back. In these circumstances, Mahatma Gandhi rose to stop the bloodshed. He decided to visit the riot-affected Hindu areas in Bengal. He voiced for Bihar Muslims and wrote that the land of his dreams, Bihar, has gone astray. If one takes a wrong step, it does not justify the wrong step of another in return. Gandhi first reached Calcutta in Bengal by train from Delhi and then from Noakhali. In Noakhali and in the areas around him, he preached nonviolence and peace. This trip was very dangerous because he did not have any guards for his safety. He was traveling with only his secretary and a Bengali translator. In order to end the hatred between Muslims and Hindus, Gandhi would go to riot-hit areas in the daytime and spend the night in Muslim areas. Through the efforts of Gandhi, peace in Bengal was restored to a large extent. In March 1947, Mahatma Gandhi visited the riot-affected areas in Bihar as well. Pakhtun nationalist leader Bacha Khan also accompanied him on this visit. Gandhi heard the stories of terrible destruction and suffering everywhere. He consoled the people and restrained them from retaliating. But when the hatred is high, no one knows the peace broker. The same happened with Gandhiji, as the extremists directed hatred towards him, so much so that they attacked him. A mob attacked his train at Aligarh railway station. The attackers pelted stones on the bogie Mahatma Gandhi was traveling in. However, he remained safe from these attacks. The attackers put dirt and sharp pieces of glass in his way to cause him injuries. In response, Karamchand Gandhi took off his shoes and traveled barefoot. He wanted to tell people that the stone injuries in his way could not impede his journey. Despite the efforts of Mahatma Gandhi, Hindu-Muslim riots did not stop but spread. In early 1947, it was clear that Hindus and Muslims in India could not live together. In this situation, the Congress took an important decision. He accepted the demand for Pakistan. The Congress had a rationale for accepting the demand for the creation of Pakistan. If Pakistan were not created, violence would increase, making India insecure. Therefore, Muslim-majority areas will be supported by the creation of Pakistan. As a result of the elections of 1946, an interim government of Congress and the Muslim League was formed. Jawaharlal Nehru was Prime Minister, and Liaquat Ali Khan was Finance Minister. The people in this government became the political rulers of Pakistan and India. You know that Liaquat Ali Khan became the Prime Minister of Pakistan, and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in India. Lord Mountbatten talked to Jinnah and Nehru to decide the details of the partition. On June 3, 1947, the partition plan was formally announced. Then, 11 days later, on June 14, Congress held an important meeting in Delhi, wherein Pandit Nehru and Congress leaders raised hands in favor of partition. But there was a problem. Congress agreed to partition, but Congress Patriarch Gandhi did not. Mahatma Gandhi said of the Congress leaders' idea of the partition of India that Nehru and Sardar Patel think I am weak of mind with age. On another occasion, he also said in frustration that nobody listens to him. Am I really old? Do things really not make sense to me? Knowing fully well that there was no chance of his words being listened to, he continued to oppose partition. He told people he did not want future generations to curse him and say he was involved in the crime of partitioning India. The leaders of partition did not sense the contrary statements of Mahatma Gandhi. They did not like what he said. The Congress people advised their mentor to go to the Himalayas and live in sadhu. The purpose of this advice was to make Mahatma Gandhi painfully aware that in an independent India, his ideas had no room. With the escalation of violence, Mahatma Gandhi and Congress also distanced themselves. Mahatma Gandhi felt Nehru's government had failed to deliver and prevent riots. He called Jawaharlal Nehru an uncrowned king, yet he wanted him to feel for the plight of the poor Indian. He said Indians are so poor that leaders should walk on foot instead of traveling in cars. He said leaders living in palaces instead of servant quarters can't run the government. He repeatedly asked Pandit Nehru and Sardar Patel that to dedicate grand houses and office buildings in Delhi to the refugees, and themselves shift to the quarters of monasteries of the religious Harijan, or reside in the huts of farmers. He also complained of rampant corruption in offices after they gained independence. Given this, Gandhiji was also given secret advice by some of his old friends to move to topple Pandit Nehru's government as he did against the British. Mahatma Gandhi refused to accept this advice. He declined to move against the Congress and its government. His opposition to partition and criticism of the Congress government were issues that deprived Karamchand Gandhi of a potentially most important post. Then a time came when extremist Hindus attacked Gandhi's house. What was that? Pandit Nehru had decided to make Viceroy Lord Mountbatten the first Governor-General. Historian Stanley Wolpert says Gandhi wanted to be the first Governor-General. However, Pandit Nehru was not in favor of giving this post to Gandhiji. Wolpert says Mountbatten knew Mahatma Gandhi was worth that office. Since Pandit Nehru was seeking help from Mountbatten in many strategic matters, so he rejected the idea of making Mahatma Gandhi the Governor-General. As Mountbatten became Governor General, Jinnah's fears began to prove true. Mountbatten began to act to make Pakistan valued Kashmir a part of India. Jammu and Kashmir was a princely state of the subcontinent. Pandit Nehru wanted to make it a part of India for the reason that his own ancestors had migrated from Kashmir. Through Mountbatten, he acted on the plan to make Kashmir a part of India. Lord Mountbatten chose Mahatma Gandhi for the execution of this project. He asked Gandhi to talk to Dogra Raja Hari Singh about giving Kashmir to India. Mahatma Gandhi agreed to go to Kashmir, but made such a statement, which was not liked by Mountbatten and the Congress leaders. Gandhiji said he would not ask the Dogra Maharaja to join either India or Pakistan. Kashmiris should be given the right to self-determination to join either of the two. Mahatma Gandhi reached Srinagar, the capital of Kashmir, on August 1, 1947. Some Kashmiri Muslims took Mahatma Gandhi's visit as an attempt to join India. Therefore, protests against him were held at many places in Kashmir. Gandhiji was going somewhere in a car. Some protesters ran after Gandhiji's car, shouting pro-Pakistan slogans. On it, Karamchand Gandhi stopped and asked them why they were protesting. A protester said, "We want Pakistan." Gandhiji said that Pakistan has come into being. The person replied that they wanted Pakistan here, in Kashmir. Mahatma Gandhi did not reply to this. The driver sped up the car and ran on, honking the horn. On it, one of the protesters threw a stone and broke the glass of the car. However, Karamchand Gandhi remained unhurt in this accident and met Hari Singh and Kashmiri leaders and returned to Rawalpindi on August 4. Mahatma Gandhi's visit did not elicit Kashmir's accession, but trailed vital events. That Kashmir premier, Ram Chandra, who was not liked by Muslims, was removed. Next month, Kashmiri leader Sheikh Abdullah was released by the Maharaja. After the Kashmir visit, Mahatma Gandhi reached Lahore by train on August 6, 1947. He made another announcement at Lahore railway station. He said that the rest of his life would be spent in Pakistan. In East Bengal, West Punjab, or maybe in the current province, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Mahatma Gandhi also announced not to stay here for the present. Now I want to be with the Bengalis before Independence Day on August 15. He also asked the Hindus not to leave Lahore. He said, if Pakistan ensures minorities' rights, they should salute the Pakistani flag. But if minorities don't get rights, at least I won't salute the Pakistani flag. After addressing the station, Mahatma Gandhi went to Patna and then Calcutta. Independence Day on August 15th is approaching. Karamchand Gandhi appealed to all his followers in India to fast on August 15th. He said that when we have no grain, no clothes, no ghee, and no oil, then why should we celebrate independence? So instead of celebrating independence on August 15, we should fast, run the spinning wheel, and pray. Mahatma Gandhi reached Calcutta on August 10. He met Muslim leaders and the ex-premier of Bengal, Hussain Shahid Suhrawardi. At that time, Bengal had been divided under the partition plan. East Bengal became East Pakistan, and West Bengal became part of India. Hussain Shahid Suhrawardi, who was in Calcutta, had yet to go to East Pakistan. Mahatma Gandhi reached Calcutta and met Hussain Shahid Suhrawardi. They decided to work together to stop the riots and restore peace. They would stay in the same house to foster Hindu-Muslim brotherhood. Karamchand Gandhi and Hussain Shahid Suhrawardi moved to Haidari Manzil. It was a vacant mansion owned by some Muslims. Its owners abandoned it after the riots and moved elsewhere. Today, the building houses a museum and is called Gandhi Bhavan. Mahatma Gandhi and Hussain Shahid began to live in the Haidari Manzil. Their joint existence became a symbol of Hindu-Muslim unity. They reached out to the powerful people in the city and got them into peace efforts. Not that, but Hindus and Muslims who had become homeless due to riots also came to this house and started living in its yard in tents, etc. But the Hindu extremists were not happy with the arrival of Mahatma Gandhi. They thought Gandhiji was here only to save the Muslims, because Calcutta had already become a part of India. So the same night, hundreds of extremist Hindus gathered outside Haidari Manzil. They raised slogans and asked Mahatma Gandhi why he came here. Why don't you go to the places where Hindus are being expelled and oppressed? To this, Mahatma Gandhi replied, I am not here only for the Muslims, but also to help the Hindus. On this, the Hindu extremists said, go away from here. We don't need you. Mahatma Gandhi replied, you can stop me from my mission and kill me, but you cannot call me an adversary of Hindus. I do not accept this accusation. The demonstration ended, and the Hindu extremists dispersed peacefully. The next day, the Hindus gathered again and debated with Mahatma Gandhi. It was the night of August 14. Gandhiji answered their objections and finally won the hearts of these people. The extremist Hindus who came to fight him started to sing in his praise. One of them shouted, this man is a magician. Being so impressed with Gandhiji, this man became the guard at Haidari Manzil. Gandhiji and Suharwardi from Haidari Manzil began efforts for Calcutta peace. Their efforts resulted in the creation of a peaceful atmosphere in Calcutta, where no further riots appeared. Mountbatten, the Governor General of India, also lauded Gandhiji's efforts. He said 55,000 troops were deployed in Punjab, but riots are still continuing. But in Bengal, only a Jawan was deployed, but there were no riots. He said, I saluted this one-man army and its second-in-command, Mr. Suharwardi. Meanwhile, when Mahatma Gandhi was in Calcutta, August 14 and 15 were when Pakistan and India became independent. Independence Day was celebrated in both countries. The story behind it, as you saw in the first video of this series. But Gandhiji did not celebrate independence. On the nights of August 14 and 15, Delhi was jubilant and Nehru was speaking. But indifferent to all that, Gandhiji was asleep in the Haidari Manzil of Calcutta. Mahatma Gandhi was remembered in Delhi on the occasion of independence. At 12 o'clock, independence was announced in the Indian Parliament, where the slogans of Hail Gandhi were also raised. After the ceremony, Pandit Nehru invited Mountbatten to be the Governor General. On this occasion too, Mountbatten remembered Mahatma Gandhi. He said that, at this moment, the services of Gandhiji for India cannot be ignored. He said that Gandhiji ensured the freedom of India through non-violence. We are missing him today because he is not here. Mahatma Gandhi was being remembered in Delhi, but on the other hand, Mahatma Gandhi's life was in grave danger in Calcutta, and he was attacked by a group at night. On August 31, Hindu youths attacked Haidari Manzil and broke the windows. These people came to avenge the killing of a Hindu and were blaming it on the Muslims. They believed Suharwardi and other Muslims were in the same building. In this uproar, Mahatma Gandhi got up. He came out and started trying to appease the Hindu youth. But all of them were possessed with revenge. They turned deaf ears to what Mahatma Gandhi said and continued the uproar. Before these people caused harm to the refugees in the courtyard of the building, a heavy contingent of police arrived. Finding the police, the angry youth ran away, and the matter was over. Badly shocked by this incident, Mahatma Gandhi announced a hunger strike. He announced to take only water and eat nothing. That means he will not take meals. He said his life would be meaningless if he could not stop the riots. Although earlier, he had talked of living 125 years in order to see his ideas implemented in his lifetime. But at the sight of the riots, he began to talk hatred into life. So the news of Mohandas Gandhi's hunger strike spread like wildfire. and eminent leaders rushed to get him to end his fast till death. They also included Hussein Shahid, Surat Bose, and Devendra Nath Mukherjee. Apart from this, many other politicians came. Gandhi was bedridden due to hunger. These politicians stood beside him and begged him to end his hunger strike. He assured Gandhiji that he would keep the people of India nonviolent at all costs. No vandalism will be allowed. By their efforts, Gandhi at 9:15 p.m. on September 4 days after, ended the hunger strike by taking juice. At that time, many people were gathered in his room. Mahatma Gandhi put an end to the hunger strike aimed at serving the people of Punjab. He said so because Punjab had terrible, bloody riots like Bengal. Gandhi wanted to go to Punjab and try to stop the riots. He told the people in the room he was breaking fast till death on their assurance. "I hope the Hindu Muslims living here will not force me to do this again." He asked the youth of Calcutta to establish peace without taking up arms. So a peace army, or Shanti Sena Dal, was established there. Gandhi's hunger strike and peace in Bengal were his big achievements. He thought soon he would bring the entire country out of the quagmire of riots. With a new mission and spirit, he left Calcutta on September 7 on a train for Delhi. He intended to go from Delhi to Punjab and try to stop the riots. But friends, he could never reach Punjab. By then, many powerful factions in India had turned against him. Earlier, only the Congress leaders were angry with them. But now, the armed groups of Hindutva have also raised their heads. These people had a different view of the future of India than secularism, an ideology in which Mahatma Gandhi did not fit at all. They did not accept at all Mahatma Gandhi's Hindu-Muslim brotherhood. Gandhiji overcame their belief in the racial and religious superiority of Hindus. Gandhiji, also called the Hindustani Bapu, was targeted by some of their youths for removing him from the way. Who were the young people who came up with this plan? Why did they plan to kill their leader? Was Gandhiji killed for supporting Kashmiris in Pakistan? What are the secrets of Gandhi's murder that are still undisclosed? All these will be shown to you in the third part of the history of modern India.